Hello, friends. It says we're live. Welcome to 1000 Marriage Questions. That's Donna, that's Joe, and I'm about to make them go, why did you play that?
Ooh, Igor, this is not my match. The Vampire's Ball is a swanky affair.
Master, I brought these shovels.
Good, Igor, good. And did you bring my latte?
Yes, Master. Skim milk, true splendor.
Good, Igor, good. Let's get started.
Oh, yes, Igor, yes. Raise the platform. It's time.
Well,
Hiding from ghosts. We're hiding from ghosts. Oh man, I think we're toast. We're hiding from ghosts.
Come inside.
"1,000 Questions" is an entertaining discussion of marriage. We aren't telling you to do or feel or change anything about your life. Really, just listen and enjoy. And if you need real help, find a professional for your specific problem. We don't know you. How could we speak to your deal? Okay, have fun. Okay, go ahead. Ask.
What?
I
What do we
I
got?
think we can kind of guess.
Okay, well, okay, no, actually, I do have, and not just self-serving, that people can buy tickets now for our live stream Brighton show, June 14th, 22nd at ultimatehalloweenparty.com. Somebody asked me a question, and they said, do you have any hobbies or interests that your spouse does not support in any way? They're literally negative about it, but you keep doing it. So I would ask you guys that question. Do you have any and that would be like all this Halloween crap and stuff like that. No, she's fine with it, and I've got another one that's even bigger. Do you have any of those?
Do I have any hobbies that my husband is so not a fan of?
Or the other way around?
I don't know. I don't think so. Like I'm not one for hobbies. So I do stuff, but I'm ADD. So I get into it, then get bored, then get into it another 5 years later, then get bored, and then do it
Right.
again 5 years later, and like that kind of thing.
Joe?
I don't know. My wife is surprisingly supportive of everything I do, but I secretly think she's not. So I try not to do too much.
Good
She's
job.
she, on the other hand, has no hobbies, nothing, and so I have nothing to
Wait, she
disagree
has
about.
no hobbies of any
Yeah.
kind?
I used to play video games a little bit. I don't think she was a big fan of that because and I'm not either, because it's just basically a time sink.
Well, that's one of the main ones I was thinking of.
Yeah,
with men especially playing these video games day in and day out, and these are younger marriages. Our age,
Right.
You're right, Joe. We're not into that. And I think maybe that's because this guy was in his 30s, and I think it was that lazy, stinking playing video games all day.
Yeah.
That she's just not a fan of this laziness. Now, mine, and then Don, I'm going to ask you a question. Mine is mud running, trail mud
I was
running. Yeah, running. Yeah, sure.
Because if I want to go to a race, like a jogging race, trail race, she can't stand it, because the first one I did was a mud run, and within 35 steps, I stepped into a huge mud hole, sprained my ankle so bad that you could hear it crack across the park. And she goes, "You've got to stop." I said, No, I've got 3.5 miles to go over mud and trails and climbing. And I said, I won't be able to walk in a half an hour. I can still move. So I finished the mud run with this, and my foot swelled up like that, and I was covered in mud. And she goes, "I will never, ever, ever go with you ever again to anything like this ever again in your life."
Well, she doesn't want to see you get hurt. That's kind of sweet, you know.
No, it was the dirtiness, actually. It was the fact
Well,
that I
that
was all
too.
muddy.
That
I had to get in
too.
the car.
Yeah.
But
too. So yeah.
So what do you tell people, Donna, if they come in and she's like, "This guy is doing this, every day, and I can't golf. He's playing golf.
Golf is one. You know what's funny though is my wife I used to play golf a lot, and she was like, "Go ahead, do it." And I think she enjoyed it because I was out of her hair for 4 hours. But but she took it up, and at my urging, and just because a bunch of her friends wanted to do it, and she liked it, and so that actually was, I think, kind of her acquiescing to something that I liked, and then finding out she liked it herself. So yeah,
Donna?
That is one of the solutions. Same with the video game thing. Like, it's all about moderation. As you know, if my husband was into video games, so we're all that older crowd that didn't grow up with video games. So not, if he was into it, I would probably, play sometimes, just as a bonding thing. As long as, I don't know how you would hate a hobby.
Yeah.
But like my hobby, I think I did find one that he doesn't like so much.
Mhm.
I have this hobby of acquiring animals.
Crazy cat lady.
Yeah, that would not be
do
good after a
acquire
while.
them, and I don't think he likes it.
Well, you've got chickens and that kind of crap, don't you?
Yeah, I got a chicken and bunnies and dogs and cats and
It's a little menagerie over at your
Oh
place.
man, that is crazy.
I have an 1,100 square foot house, so it's not like a big large house.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
glad I
there's
brought this
It's
up.
more of a kennel, really.
So Joe's husband would like to announce he's on Tinder. So if at this point, because that is a crazy, crazy hobby, because
My husband.
your husband is crazy. So, okay, well, then I just wanted to ask that question and also keep plugging that thing. So everybody go buy tickets to my thing because it's great shows. It's those days. I will turn that off now and we can actually do the show. Okay, well, welcome, guys. Do you remember from 2 weeks ago what the first question was?
You know, he asks us that every time, and every time we don't remember.
We don't remember when it's. You could have this show on Thursday, and we wouldn't remember what Wednesday was.
That's true. That's it.
Yeah.
What is it? Wednesday now?
I think.
Okay.
This Wednesday.
What? And there's a dirty word in this, if you remember.
Oh no! On this show,
it's a dirty, vile word.
La la la.
What do you do if your kids, despite your best efforts, turn out to be little shites?
Brattykins.
Yes.
You own it because you made it happen.
You gotta own it. Yeah, apparently the best efforts weren't in their best interest. I don't know. Maybe you could have tried harder.
Yeah,
you had no
children are just
efforts.
Little animals, you train them. So
listen, your kids aren't going to turn out like you want them to, and the fact that you are going to call them whatever you called them there, that probably might be part of the problem right there. You should accept what they are, even if they're little.
That does not get a parenting star.
No,
but I guarantee.
Yeah,
I guarantee that every person that knows them says they screwed this up royal as parents. They think they did a great job. Everybody I know that has good kids, and as you say, you're not going to be who you want them to be necessarily, but if they're just good people, whether they're successful, not successful, if they're good people, they're respectful people. I know the parents and I know what they did and that they created that. Because my wife and I talk about this too, like with my daughter, and this happens, and a lot of parents don't know this, is that like girls, sometimes boys, we think because the way she deals with us one way, but then every other person we know says she is so nice. She is so good. She is so wonderful to school. And we're like, wow, she acts like crap around here. She treats us like garbage. So is that maybe part of it too?
So the kids learn more by watching than by listening to you. You can tell them to do something 100 times. That is not what they're learning. They're learning by watching.
How about you punching? Is that the punching?
Yeah.
Right. Yes. That's true. And I mean, it's like the other thing is like if you're parenting, your kids don't. What am I trying to say? You mentioned that you said if you got good kids, Brad. Here's the thing. Nobody's got bad kids except this guy who wrote this letter. All right.
So his kids are horrible.
Because, nobody says, oh, my kid's just terrible. Everybody says, oh, they're a good kid. Everybody, oh, they're good kids. Even if they're in jail,
you love
they're
them.
good kids.
Even if they're the worst.
Yeah. I know he's up for, manslaughter, but he's a good kid. Yeah, everybody always says that about their kids, and I think maybe either this person right here is a realist, or just really did screw
Or
up.
a narcissist.
Or a
is what
narcissist.
it is. A
Well, I know
realist or a narcissist.
Mrs. Dahmer always said, "Little Jeffy is just a good boy.
He had such
He's a good boy.
Good boy.
He just has different tastes."
So respectful.
Yes, nice, good one. I think he does have different things.
That was bad, Brad. Bad.
That was bad. That's bad.
So bad it's good.
Yes,
so bad it's good.
Let's hear if we can't get a John Wayne Gacy reference in there while we're at it.
That sounds like one of those dad jokes that, like, you
Almost.
try not to laugh. Dad joke thing, and then
Got the dad bod. Might as well have the dad jokes.
I think despite your best intentions, everybody turns. If they don't turn, this is a question of, did they turn out to be bad people, or did they just turn out to be bad in your eyes?
Or
right?
did they just make some bad choices where they do stupid things?
Yeah,
like,
if you're expecting a lot, and also, how much do you expect from your kids? If you expect a lot from them, then you're setting yourself up for some disappointment along the way. So, I mean, I don't know. You gotta just what the guy should do is definitely disown his kids, obviously.
Yeah, and give him
They
nothing.
need a new dad.
Right, cut him out of the will. Cut him out of the will.
I've said in my act all the time. I said, if you ever wonder why your kid's a jerk, it's maybe because you're a jerk.
Yeah, it's true that. So I'm not blaming this guy. I don't know. I don't know his kids. I don't know him. But
nope, I know him, and it's terrible. No, I don't know him.
Just
it's just a card. Just a card from a guy on a ship. Although it could be a girl, but it does sound. We're saying it's a guy, but it looks like that kind of writing is usually a guy.
Could be.
Women don't usually write that kind of thing.
And usually women don't call their kids little. You know what? Yeah.
Okay, you hear this one all the time.
Do.
You know what? I'm going to say this could be the same person, even though it's a different handwriting, but it's the same concept and attitude. What happens when you want to have sex and your wife doesn't?
You don't have sex.
You force her. Come on. That's so easy.
Oh.
Sleeping pills? What are you talking about? You Cosby her.
Heck, get her liquored up. Come on.
You get out the Jello pudding.
You must. Man, Brad, you get sued today. So,
what do you do if you want to have sex and your wife doesn't? You don't have sex.
Yeah, not with your wife.
Not with your wife, anyway.
Right. Yeah. Then you head out
in New York.
Yeah, obviously.
In New York, they're going to stop. They're going to stop prosecuting all prostitution and illegal massage.
I heard that.
The Cyrus Vance, I think is the guy's name. The DA said we are going to stop prosecuting prostitution, and then he said, "I'll see you at 6, Candy." But
that's not what he said. But yeah, thank you.
That's a good joke, though.
It was good.
Total selfish reasons there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but back to this. So I think there's still this odd thing in society, and it's usually men with beards, that that say women have some sort of duty to have sex with you.
Well, it is love, honor, and obey. Now, come on, right? It's in the Bible.
Stress the obey.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are actually still people who have that mentality even this day and age. So weird.
Here's the answer to this question, though. What do you do if your wife doesn't want to? You want to have sex, and your wife doesn't want to have sex. Like Donna's right. You don't have sex, but you remember, because there's a time when she is going to want sex, and you tell her you don't want it. Score.
Oh, that'll be punishment.
Yeah, taught her a lesson right there.
Ever happened with a guy? Like, there's a guy who's ever said, "No, honey, no, I don't think sex is a good idea." Yeah, so that's.
If your wife doesn't want to have sex, there is some place that does want to have sex, and that would be your own hand, pal. That's what wants to have sex. So
that's another definite. That's a definite option.
That could be called having sex with your hand, guys. I don't know.
You can't call that.
I don't know. I don't know if you can call it.
You draw a little face. You gotta. Hello, I love you. Senos Vences.
What if you use someone else's hand? Is that?
Well,
yeah, that's sex. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you're in New York or Vegas.
And you can't get prosecuted for it in New York.
And you can't be prosecuted or Las. Well, Vegas. Vegas is illegal still. Where can you go in Nevada, Donna Wilburn, to pay for sex?
I'm sure it's Pahrump.
Pahrump, is that the town?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that, you just say per hump? I didn't hear.
That's per hump. Yes.
Per hump.
Per hump. Yes.
Quick story. My friend, who I won't say his name, goes out to Las Vegas on a business trip with another engineer, and he's like, hey, I found this real cool place to go. And okay. So they drive up and they go to this place. He's like, this is a weird, and they go inside and there's all these women in this bar. He goes, what is going on in this bar? And it's just these little, and then all of a sudden these women just line up. And the guy's like, okay, who are you going to choose? And he was like, what are we doing? Why are we here? And he goes, and this guy's married too. They've been married, kids. And he's like, what? He goes, I'll take that. And he's like, I'm not choosing anybody. This is not my thing in any way. I mean, so Joe, if you had that surprise, what would you do?
I'd probably beg out of that one. I'd like to know exactly where I was headed before I did that, because I'm the same way. I'm pretty loyal, but yeah, Now what the question is, what if you do go to a brothel and you there for sex and the prostitute doesn't want to have sex? There's a question for you right there. That's on you.
That's on you. Yeah.
You must be pretty bad, right?
Yeah, the prostitute's like, you don't have enough money in the world to have sex with me. There's not enough money on the planet Earth for me to have sex with you, sir.
Yeah. If a prostitute laughs at you when you say, hey, then you might want to think you're either a comedian or you're me.
Yes, that's true. Or your wife. Yeah. Although I do want to shout out to, true sex workers. I've always said people can do, if you're not forced into something, if you truly feel it's, I know women that they feel their calling is this kind of work, and that they do. I mean, they don't have a problem with what you look like, who you are, stuff like that. They want to make people feel good. They want to give them, you know what?
Yeah.
So I'm all about what you've been doing, Joe.
It's called the oldest profession. Am I correct?
That's right.
They do call it that. I don't know if it's actually true, but they do call it that.
Okay, here's a very interesting question. We finally got something we haven't seen before. And it's not about anything in anybody's butt. So that's. Oh,
darn it.
We haven't seen it. I saw 4 more of those today, so we'll have to bring those back as I went through.
You can just do like a, I was going to say something, but it sounds weird, like a machine gun talking about it. Like you can just do bam, 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 bam.
A machine gun in the butt. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know how'd you bring those together?
Okay, here it is. Let's clean it up. Clean it up. What is the best way to celebrate an anniversary between Christmas and New Year's? After 40 years, we've seen every Christmas show.
Oh. He celebrates by watching the show.
Well, they go to a show.
Go out.
The problem is they're saying they go out and do something, but every stupid show on, if they go to a theater or anything, it's still a stupid Christmas show. They can't find, but I say, and I can tell you easy, go to frickin' New York, not in a pandemic, and Broadway will be there. And there'll be everything
Every city has an arts culture with some theaters that have some plays. Super local, super low key. No, not every city.
And especially, if you come here, Bowling Green, Kentucky, all of Christmas, every stinking show is going to be about Christmas.
Yep.
They are not doing MAME on December 28th somewhere.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
But they might be doing like a new kind of Christmas show or a unique Christmas show.
No, it's always a Christmas show.
You're right. It could be a new kind of Christmas show, but it's going to be Christmas.
Show. That's the point.
Honestly, I thought the person who asked the question wants to see a Christmas show, but not the same ones they've been seeing.
They are so
their
done.
anniversary is right between Christmas and New Year's. There's nothing. That's the point. So they want advice. They want advice on what to do. That's a tough one.
Of all the ways to celebrate.
Yeah. Well, they like
to go out. Anything else besides
what are you doing on your anniversary? Most people go out on their anniversary. That's their point. They go out.
Well, but they like shows. I have a feeling one of the things they love is to see live musicals, live theater, live stuff like that. You're right. They could go have dinner and go to a movie or something like that, but I don't think that's what they're into. They could.
The obvious answer is hockey game.
Ooh, yeah.
Game over. Yeah. So there you go.
And you know
you.
what?
You're welcome.
I'm turning to sports, my wife and I. I have not liked sports my entire life. I've never gone, never enjoyed it. And because she has students who are volleyball players, basketball players, we have truly been enjoying women's basketball, women's volleyball, women's wrestling in oil. That one especially.
Sure.
But no,
Roller
no,
derby, all the good ones.
roller derby. But we really have, and I'm really enjoying sports now. So I would tell women to maybe if your guy loves sports, open up to it a little more than you have in the past.
There's that.
All right. Everybody's a little down today. You guys down today?
Yeah,
A little
we're trying
tired?
to come up with answers, Brad. You're really on, and we're really not. I don't know what's
Donna's
Yeah, I think
half
it was
asleep. I don't know what's
though.
going on. I've
Yeah.
written
There
every
was a
joke.
full moon. I have to tell you guys, there was a full moon past couple days, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
The
Oh
pink
my
one.
gosh. The drama in my neighborhood is it literally we had a dude barricaded in his house
Wow.
saying he's gonna kill himself.
No.
20 cop cars.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
It was insanity. And last night, the mom's my neighbor, and I'm like, she's like, he's in my house, and
Wait a minute.
all over the place. And
I have a
I'm
question.
reporting mom.
I have a question. Did he lock all the animals out of the 1,100 square foot house before he went nuts?
No,
That
it
would be one.
it was not Donna's husband.
I thought the animals just too
that's
far all of a
Probably
sudden.
the next full moon.
That's the next full moon.
That's the next full moon.
Do you guys ever get affected by a full moon?
I don't. In fact, I didn't even know there was a full moon until I saw it the other night. And we were out. We went to the ball game, and there was a full moon. We got out, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool. But yeah, it doesn't affect me much. I think it might have affected me last night because I couldn't sleep,
Yeah.
and I had to
Only-
shave in the middle of the night. I don't know. I grew a beard just
That
at
is weird.
midnight.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
And now you don't remember anything.
I haven't seen my wife all day.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Who
it was
knows
like you drank.
what happens?
It was like you drank Kool-Aid too. There's a bunch of red all over your
It's
mouth.
crazy. Yeah, it was
weird.
a weird night, but yeah.
I only am affected by the full moon if my wife doesn't want to have sex. That's how.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what do you do? Okay.
Then-
What do you do, Brad? What do you
I
do?
look for a different full moon to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, if a guy wants to have sex more, there are ways to work it with your lady, like
Work it.
pamper her, help her relax, do some chores in the house. It doesn't really take
Nothing
that.
gets a woman more turned on than a man vacuuming. True
No,
death.
like literally the best thing.
I also say 2 margaritas. A nice dinner out with a couple margaritas is always good.
Yep.
On this Christmas show, if you can fit one in.
Yeah, good. If you
Right.
other than something
Special
other than a
occasion.
Christmas show will
Right.
help. And show her the full moon. I think that's
That's boom. I think we've covered everything as long as you get rid of those little, that you got running around the house.
Let-
It turn out like
Passwords.
yeah.
Little
Right.
bratty
That's because
brat.
they're little shites. Those little
Shites.
kids. You raised them wrong, and now you're not
we
getting
have
sex.
really done a great job of tying this all together in a way that didn't really work.
And the most important, here's what, I just figured it out. You go to a Halloween show that is going to be at the Brighton Fringe. You
Yeah.
take anybody in your family, you buy tickets now, live streaming Brighton Fringe, June 14th through 27, ultimatehalloweenparty.com. They're only £5, which is $7 American, and you watch it right from your own home. Okay,
You were so
there you
smart.
go.
You were
We
so
just
smart.
did we just did that, and we did
We
it.
did that. We definitely did that. Yes.
All right. Next week, you guys are going to have to take some drugs or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now that we have the okay from the boss, let's do it.
Although the
Huh?
last thing I want to re-mention on the New Year's because a lot of people are off at that time, take a trip every year. Make that your week where you go someplace fun. New York, Las Vegas, Chicago, whatever town is close to you that has some real crap, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, there's like you said, there's other things to do. There's great jazz music in New York. There's great go see a concert instead of a Christmas show.
Well, how about this? How about go see a comedy show?
There's an idea because I have a great Christmas show every year between Christmas. Oh, that wouldn't work, would it?
No, but there is a stand-up club around somewhere. There is
I'm sure.
Yeah, go see a comedy show. It's
Those
great.
comedians.
Although Joe won't drive 10 minutes to do one. Okay,
10
so
minutes versus 6 hours. I like how that turned into 10 minutes.
I feel like we just had. Oh yeah, and we got to do this quiz. We'll do this one real quick because I think we just had this, or maybe it was the other way around. How do I get my husband to lose weight?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was the other way around.
Yeah.
We're
It's
like,
much more different. It's much different. If you want your wife to lose weight, very delicate. It's very delicate, and you have to be very. You have to drop hints. You have to be
so
maybe-
tactful.
Yeah,
don't
very
say
delicate.
anything
If
directly.
you want your husband to lose weight, you say, "Hey, you fat slob! Look what's happened."
Hey Tubby,
Is that how you
drop
do
a
it?
few, Tubby.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and buy you pants every month. Okay, slim down, Tubbo.
And you wonder why I'm not having sex with you. I don't want to have sex.
Yeah, that's
with
why
you.
I'm not having sex with you. Yeah, yeah. Those are all real. Those are good ways of getting around it. Yeah.
I don't want that full moon sweating all over
The
me.
obvious answer to this, and I'm not making this up, is if you're worried about someone's weight, unless it's just body shaming, which it shouldn't be, you should care about their health and their well-being. It's someone you love and you care about them. And being overweight obviously has some health ramifications. And
But
so,
if the doctor's not worried about it, I don't
yeah.
push
If
it.
the doctor's not worried about it, then you shouldn't be worried about it. But the chances are good if it's something that bothers you, it's because it's in and you love the person. It's probably health related.
A lot of these men won't go to the doctor. They haven't been to a doctor in 20 years and they ain't going.
Which is weird because we have such a great healthcare system here in the United
And
States.
it's so cheap. So cheap.
Right.
You know, it's easy to deal with. So
Right.
what do you do? He won't go to the Donna. What do you do? You're sitting in their office. And he won't go to the doctor. He's obese like crazy, and he's just obstinate. And she's like, this guy is unhealthy, and he's a big tubbo, and I'm just not into it.
Yeah, they don't usually say that, but I would say healthy people make healthy choices and unhealthy people make unhealthy choices. So I don't focus on that, but I do focus on helping get healthier.
I'm pretty healthy, yet I chose to be on the show. So I don't know if
That's
that
true.
all makes
Maybe
sense.
you don't really realize how unhealthy you are. Like it's the fish doesn't know it's wet kind of idea. Like everyone outside of the fishbowl can be like, oh my God, that guy's so unhealthy.
Never thought about that.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. I want to eat a cheese stick real quick, and I'll be back.
Yeah, nothing better. I had 2 bowls of cereal today before I actually did the show, and you know what? I have no idea why I did it.
Good
Yeah,
job.
let's talk about what have
No
we
idea.
what have we eaten? What
Oh.
have we eaten today? All right. If we
All right,
want to talk
I had a
about
bowl of cereal and I woke up. I've had 3 bowls of cereal today.
what kind of cereal?
The good stuff, you know.
What Captain
Grape
Crunch?
nuts?
Grape nuts.
Oh my God! What Ewell Gibbons? What are you? What is it?
Those are
1972?
references you don't hear every day.
I like
That's how
it.
health food started.
Yes.
Grape nuts.
Nuts. Yeah, the dentist's favorite cereal.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Actually, I had some sort of granola crap, and but I had 3 bowls of it, guys. That means that's at least 3 cups of milk.
You're gonna be very regular today.
I mean,
But it's
please, yeah, well, that's
4:30
not great.
p.m. You've eaten other than that, haven't you?
What?
You've had other food than 3 bowls of cereal.
Oh
till
yeah, and
4:30
on
p.m.
top of that, I had another bowl of cereal. So I haven't eaten well today. I really
You
haven't.
have not done well. That
Is this
great.
how you take care of yourself when you're left on your own?
Yeah, I'm not doing real well. Yeah, if I could, my wife's not here. I haven't been able to find her since last night.
Cereal. Oh my
God.
gosh.
Donna, what have you eaten today? What was your
I
meal today?
I have actually had detox tea, half a like 3 ounces of grilled salmon, and some lentil salad.
I had lentil salad
Wow.
yesterday.
Yeah, we went to Whole Foods to have breakfast, and they have only healthy stuff.
And
So I had
you're
to
the one
look-
with the heart monitor. So
I
you're
know.
the one with the
That's
heart
right.
monitor.
That's right. Donna, have you changed your eating habits since that?
Yeah,
episode?
had it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a yes.
I had 14 red meat steaks, and
Yep.
then the Biden administration called me and said you're killing the planet.
Yeah.
No, what have I haven't had meat since 2014. So I get up every morning and I have a little chai latte, local with just a bit of Splenda, and I have a nutritional bar that's cashews. You ever have those little cashew bar?
Gesundheit.
Then I had deep fried lard. Then
Good.
Then I actually went to Subway today and had an egg white on flatbread with just spinach and tomato.
Why are you telling us this? Why is it? What does this have to do with marriage?
This has to do with marriage because we need
taking
to
care of
be
yourself.
healthy.
You're
Take care of yourself.
Did you
for
make
your
those
spouse.
choices, Brad? Did you make those choices on your own?
Yes.
I did because but what happens is I eat healthy 90% of the time, and then I just fall apart at one point. Like I'll have every couple days, I'll go like, I need some crab rangoon, like right now.
Yeah.
And what's going on is I fall apart and have a huge diet soda, but my wife eats almost perfectly.
Yeah.
She has zero sugar. She eats no dairy whatsoever. She drinks coconut milk. She doesn't have any artificial sweeteners. And I have to hide my bad eating.
Boring. I'm sorry, what?
Yes, but she is in great health. Her sugar, I mean,
Yeah.
when you get to this age, your health is so important, and you're finding things that you have problems. She has a history of diabetes, a history of heart problems.
There you go. Yeah.
And this is fixing it.
She doesn't want to be me, is what
Yeah. Yeah.
she's doing prevention. I'm doing damage control.
She
Yeah.
watched this show and said, "Whoa, Donna, I better fix this crap right away."
Well, I'd say, watching this show is probably helpful to a lot of people. Not to me. I mean, as soon as I'm done, I'm drinking. But this we're supposed to be giving advice, and I think that is the big thing on that. If you want your husband to lose weight, do it out of love. Do everything. Everything should come out of love. Love.
Love.
Not being grossed out. Oh man. Ugh. Okay.
Speaking of
So,
love,
here's a quick quiz. It's called "Are You a Good Lover?"
there you go.
So I can already answer my question. No. So here we go.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should go to your spouse for the answer to this.
Yes. Go to
This
the.
is going to be you guys answering, and then I want to
No.
see how it goes at the end.
No.
Okay.
You could. Well, we don't
I'll
have
chime
a.
in, but I'm
Well,
not.
I don't
answering.
know. This one, I'm not going to click answers. We're just going to say it's not going to tell us.
Okay.
So when your girlfriend is crying, what do you do? I go home to the wife. So that's,
Oh my
Boy, oh boy. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
God.
leave her
When your
alone,
girlfriend
give her
is crying,
hugs,
What do you do? What are the answers here? You got to leave her alone. You give her hugs, or you
yell at her. Yell at her.
You
They don't
know,
have you-
guys that do all of these things.
Who is picking yell
What's-
at her? I don't.
There
I,
are guys that do that
What's she
because,
crying about?
yeah, when she's crying, it makes him stressed out, and he may get like, "Why are you crying?" Ah.
I say I'll give you something to cry about.
That's a good one. How about there's no crying in baseball? There's a lot of answers to this, and we have to know a couple
There is
things.
crying in baseball,
Why is
but
she crying? Why are you with her in the first place? And do you have another girlfriend you can go to?
That's
So
right.
these are all answers. The obvious other answers. Things.
So
So
Donna,
what do you
what's
think-
the
what do
answer?
you guys think is the right answer?
Give her a hug if you can. You
not-
comfortable.
Well, obviously the hugs thing is on this. It's the right answer on this, but I'm not sure if that could also be something she doesn't want. I'm just there for her. I am there. I'll sit there as
What if-
long as it takes,
What if she's
quietly.
because you're an a-hole and you try and give her a hug and she doesn't want it?
That's right. But I will be quiet mostly. I will just sit there and wait for her to let me know what she needs because I don't want to predispose and do dumb stuff.
So you do nothing.
Guys,
Nice, Fred.
What?
you can ask. Okay, you can ask. First of all, I would at least try to give her a hug, and if she's like,
Yes.
"No, get away from me," be like, "What can
Of
I do to
course.
help? Let me know what I can do." You have
Yeah.
to ask. She is not going to ask you to help her because that's like a weird lady. I'll do it myself and handle it myself thing. So I do suggest you give her a hug and then ask her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes, of course. But I mean, after that, I am just
Whatever she
just
wants.
there as long as she needs me forever. Okay,
Right.
Jesus.
Just
What do
she
you
said.
think about Valentine's Day? I think it's a good day to murder people. It's the
Of course.
best day
Yeah.
to murder. You don't care. You're happy because I'll have a present. That's a good way to offer to present to my baby.
What?
What is that? Who wrote that?
Brad, this looks like one of your posts on
This
Facebook.
looks like
How
yes,
bad
it looks
this
like
is.
I posted it on Facebook, adding extra words. That's a good way to offer to present to my baby. What? Okay.
I don't. Yeah. What is this?
So it's you don't care. You can take it or leave it. You're happy because you get a present, or that's a good reason to give a present to your lady friends.
Oh,
Sure,
Don't
it's a good
care.
reason to give a present. Fine.
absolutely don't care. Neither does my wife, but she
I
gets.
don't care, but I don't care. She doesn't really care, but a present's nice
Yeah.
to have.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Are you jealous?
So far, you
Of what?
not the good lover thing.
Are you jealous of what? What do you mean
Of
of
what?
Of all the dudes hitting on your chick,
On your lady,
on your lady.
on your old lady.
All right. A, yes, I'm jealous. I can't stand seeing her with boys. Ooh, I got a cougar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. If they're under 18, I'd be a little
Ooh,
off.
I don't know.
I think, yeah, I would be like,
Yeah.
the 17, 16 year
When
old.
did you
maybe not.
start teaching, honey?
Yeah. Well, my wife is a
What's
teacher.
your answer? Yes, not at all, or just a little bit.
What? Why would it? well,
Not at all.
jealous
What,
of what?
jealous? What? Now,
That's
no, I'm not at all jealous.
context, people.
Yeah.
What
I'm
if
married-
some dude had his arm around your lady?
I'd be very jealous.
I'm not jealous. I know she's not doing anything. Now, if somebody's inappropriate, I'm going to do something about it. But it's not jealousy because I'm worried she's going to do something.
Yeah, it's way too ambiguous to answer any of these questions.
I'm going to
Yeah.
think a bit is the answer. A little
Okay,
bit.
you think a
bit?
bit.
For
Okay.
certain circumstances.
Yes.
Hey, baby, who you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with him? What's in?
What nickname do you call her? Well, none of those.
My big girl, little heart, honey. Who wrote
My
this
big
horrible?
girl. Like,
This-
how do you tell
what language
wife
do they
my big
translate this from? Yes.
I call her meal ticket.
Yes. I call my woman Little Heart. It's very important where we're from.
Very important.
Yes, she has little heart but big bosom. I mean, what
That's
is
what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need right there.
It's terrible. My big girl, she's very big. I like her
Very big girl.
Who
She
says
wants
that?
me lose weight. I want her gain weight.
That is so not going to fly. This is not going to fit you
What
anywhere.
nickname do you call her? And they only give you 3 choices. Well, obviously, I call my wife Sugar Butt. It's not on there.
Yeah.
Is it now?
What do you call your wife, Brad?
Sweetie.
Yeah, you got a secret one you don't want us to know about.
Yeah, there's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not anything.
Ours is honey. We do honey a lot. Don't you guys do honey?
No, I do more.
Honey, here we go, honey.
You know
honey.
what's sad is if my daughter's in the house, I go right to the Reagan, mama, mommy, mother.
Oh.
If my daughter's not here, I never do that.
Look
But
at you, Reagan, mommy.
mother, George Bush. Well, hey, mother, hey, mama.
I think it's mostly Babe in our house. I call her Babe a lot. So
Okay.
Babe is works. Hey, sweetie. I don't say babe because that's douchey, but
Babe.
I say
God, how
dude. I call her dude.
you call her
quite a
dude?
bit.
That is really romantic.
Dude.
And it's also
Trumpet.
fine. And I don't even want to go there. Okay. Let's move on.
I call her my little receptacle.
Best lover
My
story.
receptacle? You do? Oh my God.
Horrible. That's horrible. My little receptacle.
No, you don't.
That's so terrible. That's
That
That's
is
the worst
so
thing I've ever
horrible.
heard.
That is so horrible.
God, I hope she hears this, and I hope that you. Oh,
he's
Her-
gonna get slapped upside the head with that one.
yeah.
Her best friend is hot. What do you do?
Turn up the air conditioning.
Oh, you're so clever. That's yeah.
I
Her best friend is
resist.
hot.
What? I resist. Wait a minute. What? My girl heard I resist. Is next one I sleep with her? Because that's so stupid. I resist. Ah, good for you. You get a prize for resisting sleeping with your girlfriend's or
It's
wife's
a
friend.
I resist
I don't-
it.
Number B is the best. I leave her in a part of my mind. Which part?
Maybe she will okay when I leave my girlfriend.
Maybe she was okay when I leave.
Maybe
Yes,
was
no?
this right? Was this written by a Russian mobster? I don't know.
This whole thing was. I leave her
Maybe-
in part of mine when she goes away. I
Maybe
ask.
when girlfriend leave room,
Oh,
I
yes.
bring her back.
What
No,
about
and of course, again, the correct answer isn't even there, which is, of
No.
course, threesome.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
It's the perfect answer.
It's the perfect
good
answer.
for everyone.
Everybody's happy.
they start dropping words even worse farther down you go. Like,
Oh, this is going to be good. Yes.
Hey, there's a dirty word in there.
You
I
know.
can't believe it. People are seeing
What? Look at
a
that.
dirty word in this
Let's
show.
not put that in there.
I can't
What's
believe
the-
it.
her
What
best
is the word that your girlfriend is always telling you?
What is the word that your girl? What? I can't. I
doesn't even
apologize
make
to
sense.
our viewers. I did not notice that till Donna just mentioned it. I apologize to our viewers.
It doesn't even make sense.
What is
Again,
the word that your girlfriend is always telling you?
I miss you. I love you. What the?
What the F is with you? What is with you now? What now is with you?
What's the F with you?
Yeah.
What's the F with
What's
you?
you, man?
I think Borat wrote this.
It's
Okay,
becoming
I'm
more and
moving
more
up
for that.
past that. Okay. Is there two more or are we done? Oh,
Yeah, I
good,
think
we're done.
There are two more.
Okay, no, I know, but then we're done.
But the last one is epic.
Wait, first, how often do you take her in your arms? Well, headlock happened when she talked back.
You take her in your arms when she tried to run away.
She prefer kisses.
She prefers kisses, but don't touch her. Only kiss with your hands behind your back.
Never. She
Do it all
prefer
the time.
kisses. I keep my hands back
Never.
when I kiss her.
Yes.
Never take woman in your arms.
Never.
Yeah, never.
Sometimes. On
Sometimes.
occasional basis, I give her arms.
When I kidnap her first time.
This is-
Okay, here's my favorite thing. Best question ever. Ready?
It's her father's burial.
Oh,
That's
What
quite
do
a
you
jump,
do?
What? It's her
I
fucking
don't do
burial.
that. I don't.
Dig him back up and take ring.
Oh, I go with her and I stay with her. I loved her father. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Very thoughtful. I don't go there. I have football
I
match.
have football match. I don't go this burial of girlfriend's father.
I go, but I leave her alone and hit on her best friend.
And I leave her alone and go with her girlfriend that I've been thinking about and give her my arms. Give her.
I take her. I take her in my arms.
I have a football match. Where did that even come from?
I must see football so I don't go to
I
dead
have a
dad's
football match.
burial.
Like that would be a common answer, you know? Yes, no, or I have a football match.
Well, and you know this is some weird foreign quiz because no one here would say it's his funeral. You'd
Yeah,
say that you can go
It's
to
a
the burial.
burial.
That's
Yeah,
why this
burial.
was translated. I'm sure it was
Yeah,
translated.
This is
definitely
translated very poorly.
Oh,
It's her mother's burial. What
we
do
need
you
to
do?
You know what?
You're glad mom can't tell her that you slept together too. No telling now.
Oh
You
my
don't
God.
mention you killed her.
We need more of these. We need more like stuff from different cultures.
We need
to find out
more.
how they
Yeah,
treat their
That's
marriage.
Yeah.
We need more quasi Putin quizzes.
Yeah.
That was the
Oh,
best.
that's
one.
horrible. Okay, I'm gonna play this and then we're gonna go.
Let me guess.
We hope you're enjoying 1000 Marriage Questions. We love doing this show. Do you know it takes a lot of time and work to put this show together? So if you enjoy the show and have the means, consider donating to the show. We will use the money to pay for food, mortgage, education for our kids, paying for this platform. You get it. We are comedians without comedy, doing whatever we can to entertain America. If you can help, we'd appreciate it. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click Donate to 1000 Marriage Questions. That again, virtualcomedyshow.com. Donate to 1000 Marriage Questions.
No one's gonna do that, but
Oh,
I'm
please
telling you
do.
right now, you will all do this right there.
There it
Go buy
is.
your tickets to the Halloween extravaganza for the Brighton Show. Your kids, your old people will love it. And I'd like to thank both of you for finally showing up to this show 40 minutes in.
40 minutes. I was never that early.
Whose show is this?
No, I know, but you guys finally showed up and actually started participating about
Oh
35
my
minutes in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
We're
well,
entertain Brett.
It was
Yeah.
like talking to the Walking Dead for 30 minutes there. So
it kind of was. Yeah,
it kind of was. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't
really
really. Next time, I will not eat 3 bowls of cereal right.
Yeah,
before.
I don't know what the hell you're doing, but
Yeah.
okay. And Donna just played with a slinky for like the last.
The
I
entire
just can't wait to
time.
see her next couple
That is
that
not
comes
a
in.
slinky. That is
They're
a
getting a
cat.
big divorce, and she's just doing this in front of. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, let me think about it.
Let me think about it. Split the money. All right. Well, next week more. Oh, I didn't pick one for. Well, we don't have a question for next week. I'll have to look, and I'm sure it'll be.
Because boy, I would have thought about it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have spent some time researching like
Yes,
you do
I
all
would
this
have.
stuff.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, thank you, Donna. Thank you, Joe. And here's the end of the show. If I find the button.